how did you go and create the relationships in the Philippines to be able to find so many talented people?
Well, I used to go to a lot, like literally, like it was going there like.
What's that look like?
Were you
4
times a year.
Or?
Well, networking, actually meeting people, and again, doing business in the Philippines is a little bit tricky because you gotta have a corporation there. You gotta know people.
You're incorporated there?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you run that kind of a company where employees will get like health benefits, retirement benefits, you got to be a corporation there.
Yeah.
You know, so we started out again when I went to the Philippines and met people, talked to people, interviewed them, and started creating the team. And then after that, it wasn't that hard because again, once you build that core of people who work for you, it becomes easier because that core, it's like bones, and anybody else comes out, it basically meat that grows on those bones. Mm-hmm. So you got to have first picking up people who are going to be your core people.
You've got the core, you've got the team, you can build it from there. And
I could build it from there.
And
exactly.
Your team knows what they're looking for because you keep acquiring great talent. And I think if you've never used a virtual assistant before, you might be surprised how highly educated these folks are, right? I mean, so many of them have a college degree. So many of them have a real passion and a purpose for the work that they're doing every single day. And it's people think of like VA as this it's like this thing up in the space. No, this is somebody who's grinding it out, 40 hours or more a week for you in the business. They're part of the team. For
a lot of agents, being a real estate agent is actually a second career. They come from either corporate world or from 9 to 5 where they used to actually do certain tasks and believing they're getting paid for that. Mm-hmm. So some of them are not really wearing the business owner's hat mentally. And that's where, a lot of it comes in, because when you hire an assistant, it doesn't matter whether it's a virtual assistant or it's in-house, you basically have to wear the business owner's hat, not the person who's running, who's actually doing things.
That's right.
So that's, for a lot of people, it's hard to, adjust to. Once you do it, it's a different story.
And I'd argue whether you're a broker, a team leader, a team agent, a solo agent, I don't care which one of those you identify as, you should be wearing that business hat that you just described.
Exactly. You're basically CEO of your own business. CEO takes executive decisions, makes strategic plans for your company, how the company grows.
The CEO is the best salesperson. Anybody right now that's in their business that doesn't have an infrastructure is thinking about what that first hire should be. Mm-hmm. And I've always argued it should be someone to take that, transaction coordination off your plate, right? Like
that's number one.
I know you did it with an ISA. We chatted about it on the webinar with Tristan. I think it's the transaction coordination because there's so much. I would argue that I'd like to see agents stay in lead generation mode a little bit longer. Get rid of, if you're an attorney state, pushing paperwork to an attorney,
or escrow,
having a calendar, super organized for all of the dates for the lenders, the mortgage commitment, all of these things.
That's admin work.
That can all be done for you. Those are not income producing activities. Those are important check boxes.
And they take a lot of time. They basically really take a lot of time, those things.
Yeah. I mean, in the comments, is that 2, 3, 4 hours of your day when you have 7 pending deals, when you have 5 pending deals? Of course it is. And you're just checking boxes. That work can be outsourced so that you can continue to lead generate, maybe up the price point of your lead generation. That's how we make more money as an agent, right? Like, if you're selling $500,000 homes, how can I sell $750,000 homes?
Or $1 million.
You just gave yourself a raise, or $1 million home.
Yeah.
And you could spend your time, energy there, as opposed to checking the box on a loan commitment. I love paying payroll on the Amex and getting the points.
Exactly. Yeah, you're getting the points. You get a tax write-off.
That's right.
You get a tax write-off on this, and absolutely, because if you hire on somebody in W-2, people don't realize. They think, I can hire for somebody for W-2, but do you realize there's also, like, let's say you're gonna pay $20 an hour, okay? Not many agents realize that they still have to pay the payroll tax on top of that.
Yep.
So that comes up already like to close to 25,
health
30
insurance.
bucks. Health insurance, 401k, you have to do matching. lots of type of benefits. And again, if this person doesn't work out, you let this person go, you're on the hook for unemployment.
Yes. What's a big takeaway you want every agent listening to have as it relates to a virtual assistant? What will be the one thing they should walk away from this pod with today?
Virtual assistant is a real person with real feelings, with real emotions.
Yeah, I love you said that.
And it's not a robot. It's not a robot. Treat this person as a human being. Treat respectively, and you'll get the benefits of that.